And on today's episode of First Person Tutor, wait a minute. What's this? What is this? See if I can get it. Eh, it. Okay. Well, would you look at this? I like this. I really like this card. Really need to give props to whoever made this. Look at that. Alright, so I guess that's enough advertising for today, right? Okay, now, I forgot. Oh man, guess what? Even though I'm doing this, I need to remember I'm actually I'm actually right-handed. There we go. I'm right-handed. No. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Right. So what are we doing today? Well, as usual, we try to understand the skeleton. So, what do we do with this here? Oh, we have a plus blank squared, and we have a negative blank squared. But this is multiplied by 12, so this must be multiplied by that same 12. Okay, I think this is fine so far. So what else do we do with this? Okay, so we got this by dividing this 12x squared by the 12 right there. And now if we divide the plus 29x, we divide that by the 12, we end up with plus 29x over 12. So what about here and here? What goes here is going to go here. So let's do this first and then copy and paste. Right? So what do we put here? Let's take the denominator, add it to itself, and then the numerator will stay without the x. Okay, so if this is 29 over 24, copy and paste. So, copy and paste. Alright, so now how do we explain all of this? How do we explain all of that? Why don't we square root x squared and square root that right there and place it right here? So why does this happen? What happens if we were to be literal? What if we decided to expand this? Okay, so x times x is x squared. X times 29 over 24 will give us 29 over 24x. Sorry. I was pointing at that middle term, but it's fine. Okay, now let's do that. X times this is x squared. X times this will be 29 over 24 with that x beside it. The same will happen for the 29 over 24 times x. And then, so let's expand. Okay, so x times this x squared, that right there, x times this, that right here, this times this, that right here, this times this, 29 over 24 all squared. Now we are going to group like terms, or let us unify the denominators there. Okay, yes, sorry for being so far away. Right now 29 plus 29 is going to give us 58, so let's change that to 58. Okay, so do we remember what we did? We had a 29x plus a 29x, leaving us with this. All right, now, how does this look like this? The x squared, 29 over 24 all squared, 29 over 24 all squared. But what about this? 58 over 24? Is this similar to this? Well, why don't we find the HCF for 58 and 24? Why don't we do that? So, the HCF of 24 and 58, or 58 and 24, we have 2 times 29. 29 is prime, so it's going to be 2. Let's cross them out. Well, would you have a look at that? 29, 2 by 2 by 3 is 12. 2 by 2 by 3, 12, 29, 29. Therefore, 58 over 24 is 29 over 12. There we go. So that explains how we got from that to this. If we factorize this, we end up with this. But if we expand that, we end up with this, which is the same as what we have here. Right? So yeah, we can continue looking at this. Let's try and burn that in our memory. So if we know that, all we have to do, square root this x squared to get the x here, square root that to get that here. And if it was minus plus, you put a minus in the middle. If it's plus plus, a plus goes in the middle. So yeah, that will be all for the left side today. How about the right side though? Yeah, I feel like we're going to explain the right side next time around, right? But this was fun, right? We divided this 12x squared by the 12 right there to get the x. Divided the plus 29x by the 12 to get that. We added 12 to itself to get 24 with the 29 over all of that squared. Copy that over here. And of course, we factorize this to end up with that right there. So, until next time.